Today is day 242 of Blender, and today I'm going to make a 3D text animation with a certain font. So I'm going to click on General. I'm going to go to Geometry Nodes at the top, hide the spreadsheet, click on New for a new geometry node system, disconnect the input from the output because really what we're going to use is actually a string. So Shift A and search for a string to curve node and connect that to the output so I'm able to see it on the viewport, which is this at the top, but I don't see anything yet because I haven't set anything to be my string. So I'm gonna go with maybe something like, yeah. All right. So then to actually have it standing up, I'm going to do Shift A and get a transform node, which is the same thing as going to object properties and just changing the X over here to 90. This is the same thing. I just like to have everything in one place. So I do it here. So 90 degrees on the X is basically saying, hey, I want you to rotate 90 degrees along the red line, which is the red axis, right? So same thing if I were to do R90 here, it would be the same effect. All right, then to give it some fill, I'll do Shift A and get a fill curve node. And the fill type is either triangles or n-gons. I like to change it to n-gons because if I go to wireframe mode, if it's triangles, the topology and the vertices look very, very messy. So n-gons makes things a lot more cleaner. Then after that, I like to do Shift A and get an extrude mesh node to give these letters some thickness. I like to give it a 0.1 value. And let me actually go back to solid view mode at the top. And this is what it looks like. So in the back though, you'll notice that they're not actually filled in, they're hollow. So to fix that, I'll do Shift A and get a join geometry node and just paste that in here, and it's gonna automatically join the extrude mesh node, but I wanted to join the fill curve node as well so that both the fill and the extrude mesh node are working together. They're being joined, literally. All right, now fun part is the font, which I probably should have done in the beginning, but you go here to the string to curves, click on the little folder where the F is, and then let me see where the font is. Quick Sketch is the one that I downloaded for this. It says this, oh, okay, don't know what that was. This is basically the result. Final step is to do Shift A and get a set material node and paste that at the end so that I'm able to actually add a material. I'm going to select it though. And then what I like to do is to give it a backdrop so that when I do give it a material, it stands out. So I'll do Shift A in the viewport and then I'll do Mesh and then Plane to add a plane. I'll do S to scale and then maybe 4 to scale along the, well not, it's just 4. It's going to scale 4 meters. Then do G to grab and then X to grab along the X axis. And then I'll just go back to layout, honestly. Let me just layout at the top left. And then I'll go into edit mode and then I'll select edge select, which is the second button, and then I'll select the back edge and then E to extrude the edge and then Z at the same time. So easy to extrude along the Z axis, which is the blue one. So that's kind of what it looks like. And then I'll go back into object mode, go to modifiers, which is the wrench icon, and add a bevel modifier, which should be at the top. Then I increase the amount 0.51, increase the segments maybe 46, and I have my backdrop. Then I click on the arrow, apply. Then if I zoom in, I see these like lines. I can do right click, shade smooth, and those lines go away. I like to do S and then X scale along the X axis, which again is the red one. And then I like to go to the button under the escape key. I honestly do not know what it's called, and hover over front. And then I have like my front view, and then from here I can do Control Alt Numpad 0 to align my camera to the view. If I do not have a numpad, or if you do not have a numpad, you can go to Edit Preferences, Input, and make sure Emulate Numpad is on so that you can emulate your numpad using your regular numbers that are available to you. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll do, actually I don't even need it. Hold up. Let me do Control Alt Numpad 0 and just keep doing it until it kind of reaches the height. Maybe I'll just bring this down a bit and then scale it up and then bring it down. And then do Control Alt Numpad 0 one more time. And I think that's good. Maybe just a little bit more to the right, maybe a little bit more zoomed in. All right, so that's good. So then what I like to do, I think I have the colors ready. Oops, wrong thing. All right, so I think I'm gonna click on the brown color and make that the backdrop. So I'll select the backdrop in layout. By the way, to get out of this view, excuse me, you go middle mouse button. To go back into the view, you press numpad 0. All right, so backdrop selected, we go to material properties, which is the little dartboard icon, and then base color hex, and then I just paste that hex code in there, which ended up being A98467. And then I won't be able to see anything because I'm in solid view. I have to go to material preview so I'm able to see the materials. And then from there, well, probably render preview would be best. I'll go ahead, select the light, do G to grab the light, and then Y to grab along the green axis, which is the Y axis. And then just bring it up just a little close, GZ to bring it down on the Z axis, which is the blue one. And then let me see what it looks like. Numpad 0. Maybe I should bring this down, or maybe I should bring the backdrop upwards. It's kind of like that maybe. And then I'm not sure if I want to give the letters maybe a color of like green. So I can go and give the base color hex and paste that in there. So that's DDE5B6. So that's something, I don't know. And that's pretty much it. So then now I can just go and click at the top render image, and then my image will be rendered. And this is the final result. So, oh, I probably should have moved the camera a little bit more to the right, but either way, this is what it looks like. And that's it for today. By the way, to save the image, you can go to image, save as, and then save it to whatever folder you like. So yeah, now that's it for today. Bye.